Thank you so much for joining me for today's Junk Journal with me spread. I am using the Junk Journal January prompt from from Mia Vibes and Meg Journals, and I will link them as always below in the description box if you're interested in joining. It's never too late. So today's prompt is neutral shades, which is just awesome because that's what I do most of the time anyway. So this is a very easy one for me, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. So what I'm trying to do here is actually make a tag on which I will write something that I found on Instagram. And I will read that to you later. But for now, what I'm doing is I'm making the shape of a tag from a vintage book where I think the font is really nice and it's just uninterrupted script. It is in German, but you can use any language you want, obviously. It's just what I had on hand that had the format I needed. So now I wanted to put it on this beige marbled cardstock, just to give it more substance, I think you can say. And so I'm just cutting it a little wider than the tag, and now I'm just gluing that on. And then I'm just gonna cut those edges to fit the rest of the tag. And I did have to ink the edges on that one. I just could not leave those alone. And I will do the same with the outer edges of the tag. Okay, so next step was to take some coffee dyed paper and to write this little text on it that I found, and it reads, "About me, I like the smell of earth, the touch of waves, the taste of berries, the sight of trees, the sound of laughter, and the feeling of being fully alive." So that's what I wrote on there in pretty small handwriting, because I really don't like my handwriting, and I figure the smaller it is, the less it will bother me on a page. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, so I have that cut out now to fit on the bottom there. And when I held it to that book page, I thought it was a bit bare, so I wanted it to have something else underneath as well. So I quickly grabbed my wonderful Paris box of scrap treasures and very quickly found one that I like very much and that would serve its purpose very well. So I decided, instead of cutting it, to just tear it with my ruler, because this is the kind of paper that when you tear it, it has this like fuzzy little edge, and it's so cute that I just wanted to have that. And I will be inking that as well, so that you see the fuzz even more that way. Okay, so the size fits perfectly, and all that's left to do is glue both parts onto the tag. And next I wanted to stamp an image on the top, and I'm just going to grab my wooden stamps and see which image would work best. And I wanted something fairly large. Wasn't really feeling a round image there, so I tried out this typewriter, which is really, really nice, and I end up actually using that one. And since I know some of you are gonna ask where I got it from, it is an AliExpress stamp, and I will link it below in the description box. And I'm using my jet black ink because I really wanted it to stand out. And there you see a close-up. It is absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite stamps that I have. So next, what do I do? I was thinking about what I could put on the top, and I remembered I had this little cigar box with some already punched out tabs, where I had also printed some words with the computer. So I just took a regular coffee dyed A4 paper, and I wrote words with the computer on it and spaced them so that I could then cut out some double-sided tabs with my punch. So I just made a few, and I'm keeping those for various uses, and they come in handy, as you see right now. So there were two that I was trying to decide on, and in the end I decided to go for the Discover Yourself because I thought that worked quite well with what I had written on the bottom. So I'm just gonna quickly ink that front side up. I'm not worrying about the back because I'm gonna glue it down anyway. And then I took a look at it again, and I thought, it is still too bare. So I decided to add a little tiny tag, and I had pre-made some of these as well. And I found this one with the butterfly, which is perfect for this one because it has neutral colors as well. So what I do is I'm taking my Fiskars small hole punch, and I've mentioned this before, this punch works well, but I'm not a huge fan of it because you don't really see where it punches the hole well enough. So that is a bit of an issue for me. So I punched 2 holes so that I could thread this like natural fiber twine or thread through it and just make a little bow. And I really like how that looks. And I could have been done there, but for some reason I was thinking it needs something else, and I did remember to put the date this time, one of the few times I actually think about it. But I still wanted to add a little something else, so I thought, okay, let's see if buttons might work. So I went through my vintage white buttons, and now I'm just gonna play around to see if I find a way that I would like them. And they weren't working on the bottom for me at all. It was too crowded there, so, and I didn't like those buttons in particular either, so I just tried some smaller buttons, and I did like that space for them there, but something wasn't quite right yet, so I tried some lace underneath, and I chose this one, which is quite wide, and I'm fumbling around with it for a while and the buttons keep falling off which was kind of frustrating, and I decided this is not a solution either. So next I try a little thinner lace. Try the same thing and thought, nah, not really working. So then I turn it, and that wasn't it either. And then I finally decided to just put it right across there. And I thought, okay, this could totally work. So before I had the chance to overthink it anymore, I decided to just cut it and glue it down before I could change my mind. And so that's what I do. And then I'm just gonna glue those buttons on. Usually I would sew them on, but since I already had this bow on the top for the little tag, I didn't want to add more bows because I think that would have been too much, so I just used my tacky glue to glue those on. And so now all that's left to do is to glue this into my junk journal. So I chose a page that was a little bit more narrow, so the tag is the perfect shape for that, and it was the page I wanted to cover up anyway, even though it is an Edith Holden one, but I wasn't quite sure what to do with it, so covering it up was a good solution in my eyes. And there you have it. That's it. Hope you got some inspiration. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.